Today, I would like to talk about ways that we can recover on our own. I know for a lot of you, you've talked to me about not knowing if you can, not having the financial ability to actually seek services, or being too young and your parents aren't taking you seriously, so what can you do to recover on your own? And today I'm gonna offer up 5 helpful tips on ways that you can start recovering on your own without actual professional help. Now, the first thing that I want to mention in the first tip is see your doctor, your regular GP or PCP or primary care doctor, whatever the hell you want to call them. Make sure you see them. Now, I know I said this is going to be without professional help, and by that I meant no dietitian, psychiatrist, therapist like myself, none of that, but we all need to go see our doctor first. Get your blood work done. Ask for a full workup, because one of the main things that I worry about as a professional is the actual medical care of my patient. How are they doing physically? There are a lot of things that we can't see, and because we know eating disorders affect our heart, for those of you who aren't aware, when your body eats at itself, it starts eating at its muscle, and our heart is a muscle, and it can be really hard on your heart, and most of the people who pass away from eating disorders, it's due to heart failure or heart attacks. So we want to make sure that things are running smoothly. Also, electrolyte balance. If a lot of you are purging, we know that that can throw that off, and that can cause heart attacks, and that can cause a lot of issues. Potassium levels. There are so many things that are important. And so before you even consider doing this on your own or working on recovery without a professional, we need to make sure you're medically stable. My second tip is educating yourself about the disorder that you think you have and your process with it. And I know this sounds really, really odd and silly, but I think it's important for us to understand the eating disorder realm. What different types of eating disorders are there? What behaviors is it that we're doing daily or weekly or whatever? How severe is it? And what's our relationship with our eating disorder? How long do we think it's been going on? Pretend you're a detective to your own eating disorder. How long have these symptoms been around? It might be a lot longer than you've ever thought. How often are we using the behaviors? What's the relationship? Is it this like talking down to us, like you deserve the punishment? Or is it something that we help control and it helps us feel better and more in control of our lives? I think that this step is honestly the most important in our whole process of recovery. In my free eating disorder workbook, which is the link will be in the description below, I have you do a lot of work to figure this out. So if you're struggling to understand what I'm talking about or know how to be a detective when it comes to your own eating disorder, check out that free workbook because it'll really help you get started. The third thing is setting up a support team. If we don't have professionals around to help support us, what I've called before in the past as your treatment team, we need to set up our support team. This can be friends, this can be family, this can be your friends online. I think it's really, really important that we have people who are available to us 24/7. This might be support groups. This might be a hotline. This might be the chat on katimorton.com. Whatever it is, make sure that you have people that are available to you no matter what time of day it is. And that's why online can be such a resource, because there are people all over the world who are available, even if it's 3 a.m. to you. It might be in the middle of the day to them. And knowing that you have the support when you need it is pivotal for recovery. The fourth tip is setting up a schedule and sticking to it. The nice thing about having appointments with the treatment team is that you have set times each week where you see them, or once a month if it's your psychiatrist or your doctor, and that time is set aside. You have an appointment, you have to be there. You know it's coming. So how do we make that happen if we don't have those appointments? I would encourage each of you to set aside 30 minutes a day where it's journaling time or workbook time or whatever that you're working on your recovery, because it is really difficult. It's a struggle. It's a process. It's bumpy. It's not a smooth sailing, smooth road situation. And we need to make sure that we're setting aside time to work on it. It takes a lot of work, and make sure that you're doing it at least 30 minutes a day. And the fifth and final tip to recovering on your own without professional help is investing in journals, workbooks, books, things to help support your recovery process. I have heard from a lot of you that there were books that saved your life, that journaling saved your life. I know from the professional standpoint that books and workbooks really help me better understand what my clients are going through, and also gives me more opportunities to offer up helpful things for them to work on when we're not together and meeting in session. And I've heard from many of you that I think it's Brain Over Binge has been really helpful. I really like Eating in the Light of the Moon. That's a great book. My free eating disorder workbook is a great place to start as well. But I would encourage all of you, if you're new to my channel, click here to subscribe and make sure you like this video and join the conversation. Let us know what's helped you, what's helped loved ones in your life. What are workbooks and books that have really been beneficial to your recovery? Because together, we learn more, right? There are so many books out there and I can't possibly read and use them all. So I'm leaning on all of my Kenyans to share what's worked for them, because together we are stronger. And I encourage you to share this video. And the more we share, the more people are talking about it and the less stigma comes along with saying, I have an eating disorder. So let's work together as we keep moving towards a healthy mind and a healthy body.